In order to make our drawers, we have to rip some 1/2-inch Baltic birch. We're going to rip it to 2 1/4 inches. We'll rip enough material, full length is 60 inches. You'll probably need 2 pieces, okay? If you rip it at 2 1/4, rip 2 strips with the grain at 2 1/4 inches. The 1/2-inch Baltic birch is found by the small door going to outside. It'll come in wider sheets, might take 2 people to cut it. When you're ripping, make sure the edge stays against the fence. And once you have your 2 pieces, then we're going to have to adjust the fence, remove the guard, take the splitter out, and then we're going to adjust the blade so it's only half. So when we've got the wood, we only want the blade going halfway through this, and we're actually going to cut a groove in it. We're going to do it in 2 passes so it fits the plywood, okay? The first pass is going to be set so you're about 3/16. The blade is going to start 3/16 away from the fence. The next pass will be about 1/8 of an inch further away, okay?
So in this video, what you're about to watch is the Baltic birch is right now getting ripped. It is at 2 1/4 inches. And you'll see as I'm pushing it through, I make sure I'm actually on the outside corner, making sure it's against the fence the entire way, and using a push stick, pushing through between the guard and the fence. Once that's clear, remove the other piece, and we're ready to get set up for the next procedure. You're going to need to remove the guard and the splitter in this case, so that's taking out the throat plate, removing those, and then putting the throat plate back in without the guard and the splitter. And you can see that's going to go on right here. Remove the piece that we need to put the groove in. These are all going to be used for the sides of our drawer and the front and the back of it. And you're going to notice I put the piece down. You have to lower the blade now because we only want to go about halfway through the Baltic birch. So I'll bring the piece back over. I'm right beside the blade, and I have to lower it down. Okay, I have it marked out on the side, and you can see just a little bit of the blade showing. It's going to end up being about 6 millimeters high here. Once I've got it set up, then I'm going to adjust the fence. Okay, the fence needs to be set for 5 millimeters for your first cut. At 5 millimeters, it's about 3/16 from the bottom of what will end up being the bottom of your drawer. Okay, so you can see I lock down, move it into the right spot. And you need to use the push shoe in this case because we don't want our fingers close. So on we go, and as I go through, okay, I keep pressure down. I'm watching the fence the entire time to make sure that it's against the fence. Grab the push shoe and both hands go through. Then I move the fence over. The second setting is actually 8.5 millimeters. Once I've got it in between the 8 and the 9, 8.5, I go through a second time. And again, I'm going to grab the push shoe all the way through. And we have a groove. It's called a groove because it's going with the grain. I take and I can check and make sure the plywood just fits in. We now have our drawer sides.